Hello, today I'm going to show you this piece of art, also known as the Last Judgment. This is a very famous piece of art that is located in Rome, and today I'm going to present it to you and show you different things you may not know, and also who created it and its background story. This is a picture of the Last Judgment. As you can see, it is a pretty big painting, and yes, it is really beautiful. It has many different souls, bodies, and figures in it. And today I'm going to explain you different things about it and why it is like that and different hidden meanings. Now, to start, who did this masterpiece? You may ask. His name was Miguel Angel Buonarroti, also known as Michelangelo, and he was born on the 6th of March of 1475 in Caprese, Italy. Some of his famous colleagues were Leonardo da Vinci, Raphael Sanzio, and Donato de Angelo Bramante. He also has many different works of art that you may know, like the Statue of David, the Creation of Adam, and the Sixtine Chapel Vault. He was an architect, sculptor, and artist, and something that you may not know and is actually really interesting is that he was also a poet and he liked it. Also, he was some interesting facts about him was that he had a terrible fashion sense and also that he had like a bad temper that made people angry and like he didn't bath a lot and like he was a person that was like famous at his time and actually was one of the first people that had a biography created like in that times. A thing to add to what I previously said is that he is one of the most important artists of all time, as he is known even today and many of his art is watched around the world by thousands of people, and this makes him very important. Also, much of his work was known to be like done with a technique called the fresco technique, and like the fact that he had so big of an influence in Europe makes him a really important figure of art throughout history. Also, the person who committed the artwork, like basically the one who paid for it, was Pope Clement the Seventh. And an interesting fact is that he died a few days, like after he commissioned it, and like it's pretty strange. And also, like where was it painted and like has it been moved? The answer is no, like it has not been moved because you will need to move literally an entire building and like it was originally located and is to this day located in the Sistine Chapel. Now you may be asking, what was it that made it so famous? And the answer to this is that first of all, the location. It was an important location, and also more than that, the complexity, creativity, like and overall the masterpiece that it was, and like all the different figures, over 300 figures shown in this painting, and like also it had a lot of controversy around it because of all of the nude bodies that were shown, because some people considered that it was inappropriate and that made it very controversial. And to add to this, I want to say that who like what who did Michelangelo inspire from, and this is not directly inspired from a piece of art, but some of the artists that he was inspired from was um, Marsilio Ficino, Pico de la Mirandola, and like Poliziano, and also something that helped Michelangelo inspire like the Last Judgment was, I think, that going to gay saunas, because and also seeing like dead corpses that were like was a privilege to him because he could see them, because he could like analyze them and then apply what he analyzed to the paintings he made. And also I think that inspired him a lot was the Divine Comedy by Dante. When I see this painting, the first thing that comes to my mind when I see it is Christ in the middle, as it is illuminated, and I think the artist Michelangelo does a great work on centering him for it to be the point of attention and the center. Also, in my opinion, this piece of work and artwork is biblical, as it shows Christ and angels and the different figures going to heaven and to, well, hell too. And this piece shows a lot of different important figures such as Saint Bartholomew, Minos, Charon, and well, angels and other important ones that because there are so many I cannot list them all. The technique Michelangelo used to make this art was fresco, and this was also one of his most famous techniques and the one that he used for many different artworks. Also, I believed that one of the main aspects of the Renaissance that is shown in this painting is movement, as we can see the angels going back and forth, up and down, from hell to heaven, helping souls to go up, or like punching them for to like go to their fate, which may be hell. So I see a lot of movement because of that, and also all the people, all the souls moving. And I think that in a way, because of all that moving, we can predict what will happen in the next seconds. I believe that this painting has many different moods. As yes, some souls are happy because they are going to heaven, but others are in complete horror because they are going to hell. And like this mix makes me believe that the mood of this painting is actually kind of dramatic because of all the different emotions that are being mixed and like desperation from some souls and the just relaxation of some others that know they're going to be safe. So and also I think that um, the artist did a great job like with the colors and the shading because as we can see some parts of the painting like the skies are very colorful and we can see that hell is kind of more dark and like with not so vibrant colors or not as bright colors as there is like in heaven like and we can also see that there are many different contrasts in it because that's something that Michelangelo did a lot which was did some exaggerating contrasts and like finally I wanted to mention some hidden meanings in this painting, which were like first that Michelangelo allegedly like painted himself in the painting in the Last Judgment by being the piece of skin that Saint Bartholomew is holding, like the face of that is allegedly by some people him and also um, like we can see that in the bottom right there is an angel punching the souls that are trying to escape their destiny so like that is also really a curious fact and like a hidden meaning that you don't see at plain sight and like yes that's basically the last judgment and thanks for hearing it.